drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Whoa! Dirt riding can be dangerous, and in a small number of cases, it can be lethal. Thankfully, almost all of our crashes are at walking speed or a standstill, so most of the time it's just bruises, scratches, and occasionally some suspected cracked ribs or tweaked knee ligaments. Although I never bother getting x-rays to confirm. But when I started riding so regularly to make all these videos, I knew statistically it was only a matter of time before the next major injury occurred. And it has. I broke my back 2 weeks ago, spent 6 days in hospital, and am laid up at home for months. But before we get into the Brokeback mountain stuff, let's look at my major dirt muppet mistakes to date. 2001. After many years of not riding, I decided to get back into dirt riding. Couldn't decide on which boots to buy, so I stupidly did my first ride in hiking boots and no knee guards. So dumb. I crashed in some muddy ruts and shattered my lower leg. 4 months on crutches, lesson learned, never ride without proper dirt boots or knee guards. Fast forward to 2011. My foot was crushed attempting to ride a DR650 aggressively before getting the suspension tuned and resprung for my weight. Despite a reasonably solid pair of motocross boots, it broke 4 out of 5 metatarsals and a severely dislocated toe. Only 6 weeks on crutches, lesson learned, I only bought top quality dirt boots after that. Fast forward to 2017, a stupid Gumby mistake on this loose gravel climb. Oh, fuck! Instead of doing the hill climb recovery technique, as per the training vids, I try to ride it out and get a nasty ligament injury. Now, I was hobbling around within a few days and even riding very carefully a few weeks later, but this injury never came 100% good, and it has had a huge impact on my riding in terms of the risks I'm willing to take, even today. Thankfully, I was already wearing top-of-the-line knee braces due to previous knee injuries. I reckon it would have been way worse otherwise. And finally, 2020, my broken back. I didn't have the camera on, but this hill climb is on the same private property and a similar steepness. Crazy thing, I was only 1 metre from finishing the climb, but decided to go back down and do it properly. Unfortunately, when I turned around to descend, my rear wheel was kicked sideways. I couldn't get to the rear brake in time, picked up too much speed, and probably went over the handlebars and got knocked out. Apparently I rolled about 20 metres down the slope, hitting various logs before I stopped. I don't remember the guys getting me back to the house at all. The memory only kicked in again when the ambulance arrived. Long story short, spent 6 days flat on my back in hospital. They discovered a fractured T4 vertebra and small cracks in the T3 and T5. Prognosis? Well, I have to wear a body and neck brace for 3 months, very similar to this one, then apparently have to stay off the motorbikes for a year, according to the doctors. Sigh. But actually, I reckon this is a pretty good outcome. I mean, it beats being paralysed, I didn't need surgery, and the brace holds my beer gut in and makes me look slimmer. Happy days. The problems? Well, it will get frustrating not riding for so long, but I can live with that. Financially, it could get tough though. My supporters know this full-time YouTube gig is tough if you don't accept sponsorship, ads or affiliate marketing. Well, for 5 years I've held out against running YouTube ads. Unfortunately, now it's time to cave in. My supporters have been incredibly generous, offering to help out, but I'm not comfortable with handouts. However, if you aren't already a supporter, feel free to become one, and in return, you get the free supporter vid every week. And if you are a supporter already, think about signing up a riding buddy maybe, but please, no handouts. Anyway, ride safe guys, and I'll do my best to keep the vids flowing. Cheers.